See, in the longer run, a team is a must. When you will create a team for yourself, then you would realize that this is absolutely helpful for us. That is important. Karthik, it does not matter. The most important thing is, are you in the process? If you are in the process, results will come, opportunities will come. I'll give you a very simple example. So, what I wanted to share with each one of you is, if you would have noticed, since the past few days, let's say 5 days, I have started uploading more videos on Reels. But before that, there was a gap of about 15-20 days wherein no Reels videos were uploaded. I was not able to record new content as I had gone home. So that's the reason why some of the views on my Reels videos went down. But then I know that if I start again and if I'm going to be consistent again, automatically we will have more views coming on the videos. That's very important. And that's the reason why it's going to be very helpful for you. You get that? That is essential. So, one more thing that you need to understand is, in any particular platform, in any particular industry, anything that you do, very important is the consistency. When we are consistent, when you are consistent, when I am consistent, you would realize that more opportunities would come. How many of you agree that if you are not able to work on a stretch of, let's say, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, then demotivation and all these things start pouring in? Does that happen? We start doubting our own self, whether this is going to work for us, whether whatever we are doing is right or wrong. And that's the reason why continuity is extremely important. Because when you are doing something with continuity, you would then realize that your mind is always involved in something or the other. And then when your mind is involved in something or the other, you are always motivated and driven. And that is exactly what helps you get results for you. Got that? And that's the reason why I always speak on the importance of consistency. When you talk about consistency, a lot of people are not consistent. Some people get up one fine day and they're like, today I'm going to put in a lot of work. But then 2 days later, 3 days later, their motivation just goes up. Today we are going to talk about this particular topic on how do we double our sales so that we can understand what all is missing, what needs to be done, and how we would be able to get the desired results and opportunities for us, and how we create them for us. Before I go ahead, this is a slide that I always speak about. It's always there in all my sales sessions. So sales is everything. By selling, we can help people buy our product. It brings revenue, which is the most important thing, right? Because we sell it in real life too. We sell our own selves, maybe our own selves, our ideas, our concepts. Even if you're making YouTube videos, you're selling yourself, whatever you do, it is the main pillar of business. Without this, business cannot survive. Without this, life cannot survive. Unless and until we generate revenue, we would never be able to get those results and opportunities. Got that? If you don't sell, you're not going to survive. I get it. Sales is the backbone of every business. Definitely. Sales is part of my life. It's a part of everybody's life. It indeed is sales is the oxygen. I get it. People who are able to sell more realize that everything becomes comparatively easier for them. Reason being, now they have the knack of selling. And that's exactly what people need. Of course, it's a high income skill, 110%. It's an extremely high income skill. People who are good at sales, they will never have any lack of opportunities for them. They will always be flooded with opportunities and chances and things coming their way. That is one of the reasons why we have been able to continue and actually get the desired results for us, because we have been able to sell regularly. Every industry needs sales. It is a transaction between two or more parties, and nothing happens. Sales not nothing happens. I agree. You can create one of the best, but if you cannot sell, it's of no use. Salespeople write their own paycheck, definitely. We are not dependent upon the money that we're getting from anybody else. You get results, you create opportunity, and money automatically comes your way, isn't it? Good. You can create, very true. Maybe you have the best product available on the planet, but if you are unable to sell that product, there's no use. That is what I have noticed. A lot of people create amazing restaurants. They include new concepts and stuff, but because they are unable to sell, they are unable to attract people, they are unable to get in front of people. That's the reason why they are never able to run their businesses. If you would have also realized, when you talk about COVID-19, the only thing that people have realized now is that we should have upgraded ourselves long time back. If we would have upgraded ourselves long time back, then we wouldn't have been facing the problems that we are facing today. Do you agree? And that's the reason why learning sales and becoming really good at it is a must. And see, it's not about you individually becoming good at it. It's about relatively what you can do along with your team. That is what matters. Individual can only go this far. When you work along with your team, then you would be able to get such desired results and opportunities for you. Do you agree with that as well? Type I. Good. Now, this is what I always focus upon, and that is we need to change our mindset from selling to serving. Till then, we will only be focusing upon how much money can I generate from this particular sale, how much money will I get if I get 5 sales or 10 sales. We will never be able to get people to connect with us because our only drive would be money. Having money as your drive is not bad, but only having money as your drive is not something that is what you want for yourself. Do you get that? That's extremely important. Now, what you need to understand is your product actually serving people? Is your product actually helping people? Is your product actually providing some helpful information to people or solving some of their other problems? Because if that's the case, then you would realize that yes, you have now changed your mindset from selling to serving. So whenever I tend or choose to become a part of any, suppose I start with something else in the future, the first thing that I'm going to consider is, am I actually serving people or am I actually doing it just for the sake of money? Should I tell you something? So many of you, if you are struggling with your business today, the major reason for that is that you are only involved in selling, not involved in serving. Am I right? So first of all, that mindset needs to change. And how will that change? Once we have 100% faith upon our own product. We'll talk about that once we go deeper into this particular section. But the first thing that I've always told everybody is we need to change our mindset from selling to serving. And what that actually means is that you also should not sell to everybody. If you are trying to sell to everyone, that's something we need to completely avoid and eliminate for us. What's important is that we change this learning, we change this mindset from selling to serving. Many of you have been able to bring about this transition for yourself, that you are able to change this from selling to serving. Okay. So the first task that we are today is, why is selling actually serving? Please note it down. Why is selling actually serving? And let me know once you have noted it. Why is selling actually serving?